All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Week 13, we got some Sunday night football action to dive into in today's video. We got the Packers taking on the Chiefs. I have a spread pick for this game, a player prop for this game, and then a player prop lean that I'm excited to dive into in today's video as well. But first, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well, smash those buttons, punch them like they're your bookie, and knock it out. Guys, you guys have been absolutely crazy as of late and absolutely electric in terms of subscribes and liking the videos and everything like that and commenting. Thank you guys so damn much for the support as of late, and I mean that truly. But let's go ahead and dive into this game here. Right now, the Packers are 6-point dogs at home at the time of recording. The total is sitting at 42.5. Like I said, I do have a spread pick in this game, and that is Chiefs minus the 6 points. I think that this is a Chiefs team that is, simply put, a better team in pretty much all categories than this Packers team. I'll give the Packers their flowers. They've been playing well. Jordan Love has been playing well, especially looking good. The Packers in that Thanksgiving Day game against Detroit, winning 29-22. But overall, this is a Kansas City team that, yes, they've had their struggles as of late, but one of their recent losses was to Philadelphia, one of the better teams in the league, right? They kind of caught the storm of Denver a few weeks back as well. Other than that, they are winning football games here. They're 7-4 against the spread on the season, and what I like to see is that they're 4-1 on the road this year. Everyone likes to talk about Arrowhead and everything like that, and I give that credit. That is an absolute advantage of a home stadium. But they're a better road team than they are home team this season, which is actually pretty crazy to note. But yeah, I'll take the Chiefs here minus the 6 points. I think they're a better offensive team. I think they're a better defensive team. I'm not saying that this is a bad Packers team, because I think they're almost working their way out of, or have worked their way out of, that sort of bottom of the barrel team list, right? They're not the Jets, Panthers, Cardinals, Patriots, that type of thing. Like, they are a slightly better team than those teams. But the Chiefs are on another level, and I do think no matter what gets thrown at them, they do have some offensive answers. Now, they do have woes when it comes to their receivers and whatnot, but I guess I hope that Rashee Rice kind of catches fire here and keeps getting better and better. Pacheco continues to roll. I guess Travis Kelce does his thing. Like, as much as they lack weapons, some guys, in some way, these guys seem to figure it out, and most likely it's because Patrick Mahomes is as good as he is. So give me the Chiefs here, minus the 6 points for my spread pick. I don't have a total pick here, but if anything, I would lean towards the over. We got this at over 40.5 on H2H, the show that I do with Tassos here on the channel. We go round by round, battling it out on our picks. 42.5. Not as sexy to me, so I guess I lean slightly towards the over, but it's not going to be a final play. Final play here for the spread is minus 6. I'd play it up to minus 6.5. If it gets to that 7 number, we probably leave it at the door and don't touch it anymore. I like this inside of a touchdown. But let's talk some player props. Like I said, I already have one locked in, and then I also have one that I'm leaning towards that I really do like as well. But let's go ahead and talk about Sleeper first, guys. Speaking of player props, right? Go check out Sleeper. If you haven't checked it out yet, you are sleeping. You need to wake up. Go check it out. That link is in the pinned comment. You get 100% of your first deposit matched. What a no-brainer. And for this Sunday night football game, Patrick Mahomes, will he throw for 1 passing yard? I think so. I tell you guys that all the time. Go capitalize on these free squares if you're not on these pick'em apps. I've been loving Sleeper. You guys have seen it all over the YouTube Shorts and my TikTok and my Twitter /X, EvGuyBoston. I usually been following people back as of late, so go check that out. But yeah, guys, link in the pinned comment for that great deal over at Sleeper. Free square and your first deposit matched. Cannot beat that. Go ahead and check it out. But let's dive into our player props here. The first one we're looking at, and this is one that we're already locking in, is going to be Jayden Reed over 3.5 receptions here. Now, he's started to trend really well. He's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games here, right? And in terms of his targets, I like what we're seeing here. He's getting more and more targets. 5, 6, 8 targets last week against Detroit. And this is a Packers team that's throwing the ball a lot, right? Over their 395 average plays that they've been going with, they're passing the ball nearly 60% of the time. And again, Jayden Reed starting to get more and more targets. If you look at his team targets here, there's been no Packers receiver that has outpaced him over the last couple weeks here with 6 and 8 targets. Over the last 3, he's right there with Christian Watson, but Christian Watson obviously has a couple more targets over the last 3, but the last 2, no one is really all that close to Jayden Reed, and I like how they utilize him in many ways. And you might be thinking, but this is a really good Chiefs pass defense, right? Yes, but what I love is that Jayden Reed is the slot receiver. This is a Chiefs defense that lets up plenty of receptions to the slot here, 7th most in the entire league. So they are a lockdown defense with obviously, Snead on the outside, Watson on the other side. McDuffie is going to be the matchup for Reed. I think Reed's a little bit too shifty for him, and I expect him to have some success there. So again, Jayden Reed as our first player prop here. You're paying a little bit of juice at -145 over on BetMGM, but I think the juice is going to be worth the squeeze. He might hit this in the first half. I really like his spot here, over 3.5 receptions. The next player prop is a lean, and we're looking at another Packers receiver, Christian Watson, and I'm actually looking at his under 42.5. So he hasn't hit this he has hit the under in all but 2 games this season. And if he's going to have an explosive game like the 91 yards against Las Vegas, like the 94 last week, then so be it. But we talked about the matchups and the corners there. He's most likely going to get the L'Jarius Sneed treatment, and I do not like that matchup for him. He obviously mixes it up a little bit, but plays the most on the right side. 40% of his snaps are on the right side. L'Jarius Sneed, 55% the left cornerback. So that's most likely going to be his matchup there. And L'Jarius Sneed playing really well. Right wide receiver yards this season allowed has been really, really, really minimal from the Chiefs side of things, allowing 36, just under 36 yards to the right wide receiver, most likely because Snead is that big of a beast, and he plays physical. He can knock Watson and that type of thing off his track. So this is a lean as of right now, like I said, but it's got a chance to be a final play. Keep an eye on the pinned comment to see if we do add this in. I'll also make sure to add, obviously, our spread pick as well as the Jayden Reed receptions line, and I'll let you guys know the odds and sportsbook that we get it at. But yeah, if you guys do want to check out the app that I'm using here on the desktop, they have it for mobile as well. It's called Outlier. I have a link in the pinned comment for that as well. So 2 great links in the pinned comment. You can get 7 days free on this tool, and this tool is great, guys, for all player props and everything like that. You can go through and look at their trends and defense against and everything like that and their hit rates. So go ahead and check that out. But that wraps it up, guys. To recap, Chiefs -6. I'm liking that spot right now. Jayden Reed over 3.5 receptions, and then Christian Watson under 42.5 receiving yards is my lean. But yeah, that wraps it up. Hit that subscribe button if you're still watching. Like the video as well. Comment 7 if you made it till the end of the video. That's how I know you're part of the Fade Squad and not a damn guppy. But yeah, no more rambling. Without further ado, catch you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.